All right, yeah, bro. We back in the world building situation as always in the Eclectic City. Outletcrew.com. Go listen because nobody's really dope, and nobody who you need to know about is on here. My homie Quan Pharaohz, the great. Y'all might have heard the little world buildings that we had before. Quan, how many is this now? I'm looking. It might be like our fourth of these, bro.
Yeah, I think this is like our fourth one.
Yeah, we just be on
Crazy.
here talking shit, man, and it won't be like last time where we do a 3 hour joint.
Nah. We both got like a little bit of time that we can let go of right now. So that's why we're here.
Yeah,
About to get
man.
it started again, man. It's been a long journey, bro. We got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, fam. So let's actually today I'm gonna timestamp. I'm gonna age us right now is 10/28. So October 28th, 2025, right before Halloween, and you got shows coming up for like next month. So let's give a rundown before we go and take a trip back in time. Let's just real quick tell people what you got coming up, and then we'll get into some other shit.
For sure, for sure. All right, so we teamed up with the mini fest with Bridging the Music, um, which you guys can check us out on bridgingthemusic.com/Lost Pharaohs, I believe, and it'll bring you up to the ticketing format. Um, if you're in San Antonio area, if you're not in San Antonio area, you can still catch the live stream and buy tickets for the live stream and watch it there. I believe those go for like 21 or something like that. And then the tickets for right now, they're going for 27. But they're gonna be like 32 at the door, like when you make it there at night. So, and then also if you go on my TikTok, you can get them for 21 for general admission right now, which is cheaper than the actual
That's fire, bro.
concert ticket cost. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's a little plug. And I didn't know y'all would have the live stream popping, so I'll make sure to put all them links down there in the descripto and in the community post. So what's dope
yeah,
is
I'll send it to you, man.
you're gonna have your own photographers and stuff there, bro. Do you have you should put it up on your YouTube too, bro. Like real talk.
Yeah. Good thing, man. I do plan on doing that. This is kind of like me building or rebuilding, should I say, off of the things that we already have. But like really, like this is like the start from taking over, one city at a time, pretty much letting people know like what artists we are, or who we
Hmm.
are as artists. Between me and TE, which is the other member of the Lost Pharaohs. We've been together since we were kids, like known this name since fifth grade. Yeah,
Oh, where's
so the
bro
same amount
from?
of time.
Where's bro from? Out there in Texas or Cali? Where you from?
He's from Texas, I believe. Man, this nigga, but like he'll probably like hell like Connecticut or something, or like Rhode Island, some crazy shit. Cause
Word.
he learned like a lot. He used to be sponsored. Like I'd rather have him tell his own story, but
No,
he
we
used
gonna
to
get
be
him
like
on. We gonna get him on another one. Well, I'm looking forward to that
yeah.
show, bro. What else you got coming up? Cause I thought you had something else coming up after that. I could be mistaken. I know we got a lot that we've been chopping it up about too. So I don't know if you
Oh
had
yeah.
anything. Yeah, yeah.
I got the virtual, so we're reopening the VR art gallery, the Quan Pharaohz gallery. That's gonna be open for the Halloween, so you'll be able to see that 24/7 worldwide. And that product is VR, XR, which is like pretty much virtual
Mm-hmm.
reality or
Mm-hmm.
mixed reality, augment reality, and you can visit that gallery anytime. And then this is pretty much an introduction before the actual physical exhibition gets put up because my artist profile is just there, but I don't have like an actual exhibition. Well, technically I don't. They just got my artist profile. Like you got to go in the back, like in the museum, like in the paid portion, to like and then ask like Renee, like pretty much about Quan Pharaohs,
Got you.
um, to learn about like pretty much like what I've been doing since 2021 at the Midnight Museum out here.
That's so fire, bro. I remember you were telling me about that museum situation. I was so happy to hear about that. It was okay. So when people, because I just came back from Complex Con, and I was surprised how many people had those Steam decks, right? Like the little gaming joints.
Facts,
A
yeah.
lot of people got
Those are
those.
so cool.
So is it like something that's even accessible through like a Steam Deck, or where people doing that on their phone, or just on VR
Right,
decks,
right,
just on VRs?
right. So yeah, you can use it off your phone. You can use it off of virtual reality platforms. I believe Over is like on like
Oh, it's
um
OVR. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yep.
right, right.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm still
mobile.
utilizing that platform because I got like two properties on that platform
Okay.
itself, and I just been kind of like building piece by piece of kind of like layers of what I want to do at the museum. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And making cool outlets for artists that wouldn't be able to have a voice out here. Um, Otherwise, in facilities such
Mhm.
as where we at right now with that at the Dig Minay, you know what I mean? That's been out. The Minay's like over 100 years old. Like it's like
That was my first
I
art
believe
exhibit.
like
My first art exhibit was a Monet art exhibit.
yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
I would believe that's like one of my first field trips
Mm.
as a kid. Like so, it's always stuck with me. Um, and I never thought that I would be like into that shit now, but it's like, bro, like we've been there since 2021, and that's been like one of my biggest accomplishments to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Like it
Is
means something internally to you.
yeah, and like I said, like the biggest thing is like really just trying to get more artists to come together and get more eyes on their art as well. You know what I mean? 'Cause I've been
Mm-hmm.
doing this
Mm-hmm.
shit for a long ass time. But there's other artists that's been working harder than me and longer than me that still don't even have the recognition that I even have. You know what I
Yo,
mean? So like,
100%. 100%.
I like to shed the light on them. You know what I mean? So that's why I plan on doing with this project.
No, that's great, bro. Is it now, are there avenues in that are like, I guess, what mediums is it using? Is it just visual media, or is it also audio aspects to it?
It's just gonna be visual for now. I would like to do the audio, but I don't have enough memory right now for it. Like on that particular because I ended up
Yeah, on that
having
platform. Right.
yeah, I ended up having to like but my older design that I had for the gallery, like we ended up having to destroy that and pretty much redesign because they made a whole new system. Like so I had to end up like using a different like a different system, and that's pretty much what we've been doing right now is like rebuilding. I'm still using what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? Blender. I'm still
Oh
using
yeah.
Blender.
Yep.
Um,
Big Blender nerd over here, bro. Actually, Blender and DaVinci are pretty much a standard, as I learned pretty recently. Like even very high level people are using Blender and DaVinci still. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
okay, so getting away from all the tech and nerddom of the music stuff, with you having
yeah,
nah,
facts.
nah, nah. Like we get in the weeds because being artists, creators, who manage themselves or whatever, you have to know the technical as well as the virtual and the all the stuff you have to do to engage with fans. But as far as your own mental, bro, like what are you doing to keep your balance these days on your mental?
Shoot, honestly, bro, just trying to keep that relationship with God, in the best way that I know how. First and foremost, I'll say. Secondly, I'm a father, so like having that relationship with my kids,
Or
getting to see them every day, getting to see them smile. Um,
that
that
shit means more
motivates
than
me.
anything, bro. That's the big one.
Yeah, that motivates me a lot, and just like my family in general and stuff. And then being a weed advocate, still even though like today I stopped for a minute, but
Hey,
yeah,
it's all
being a
about
weed
balance.
advocate,
Yeah, it's
bro.
all about balance,
Yeah.
brother. You can't blow back every day all the time. for real. At least
Yeah, but
not
I'm about
me.
to stop for a minute, bro. I'm about to stop for probably about like 90 days, and
Hmm.
then I'll be back at it again.
Yeah, man. It's literally all about balance and stuff. Like I've seen, like I literally can see when people are too much into their into their vices, or too much into like overindulging in work. Even like some people, their vice is work, and sometimes people overindulge in that. And I find like with creatives, bro, like we don't, like, it's good that you have kids, right? I have homies who are artists who don't have kids, and so they overindulge in it, and then it becomes like they get lost in the cloud of clout, because
Mm,
it's something that you need for work if you're in this industry, right? Like you gotta be out there and you have to do all that. But because they don't have like that deeper purpose, like you're talking about, like with your family and all that, they they just they see that clout as their purpose in life, and they get lost in it. And real ones know what I'm talking about. Like, what I'm saying?
yeah,
Everybody, some people gonna say like I sound old. I am old. But I'm old in this game, as far as like being around creators and creatives. This is the only life I know. But now that I understand a little bit more, I always like to check with the homies, just making sure they're like they have them things, because we are the outlet crew. We want to make sure everybody has that outlet, you know. And that whole ethos of nobody's really dope is, well, like, we believe that the internet's damn near dead and it's all bots anyway. So we're all kind of nobodies. We had to do
facts.
captcha code. We had to do captcha codes out here.
Yeah, bro, we out here like the Terminator, bro. Like
Real
the
talk, real
like we
talk. Is
John Connor, like we with that army, bro. That's how come with the outlet crew. This is a public Suge Knight announcement.
Are you tired of them bots being all over your algorithm? Could get over here, outlet crew. Yo, that's
Seriously,
mad
check
funny.
out outlet crew, bro.
But that is, I don't like to corrupt what we do with advertising that's outside of our community. Like I might plug, actually I am going to be plugging the homies coffee company. I got a homie out here with coffee company. You're
That's
going to be,
crazy. I'm literally drinking that right now.
yo, you're going to be distributing water soon. I have homies with other ventures, and so I don't believe that it benefits us to have Burger King run an ad, and after 10 minutes of this interview you hear an ad for Burger King. Like that don't benefit nothing of the culture of the artist, nothing. So, and that's just,
Of the ethos that you created, so you say, or we created, shall I say?
yeah,
So yeah,
this is
I
a
understand.
offshoot, man. So Outlet Crew being an offshoot of Eclectic City. Eclectic City, we're 10 years old next year, dog. Like that's crazy to
It's
me.
crazy.
Yeah, that's 100% nuts to me. But we'll indulge in that convo later. But like the point was, all right, so we have this community of people on the internet that's clandestine. We're not on Facebook, we're not on Instagram, like barely on Reddit. It was just Telegram. We're like low key. If you find us, dope. We're going in ups and downs. We had hundreds of members, we had thousands of members, we had dozens, we've been all everywhere. I have this core group of people, and I see like that y'all represent so much of what is needed. Like artists who need representation need to be able to like get their stuff out without all the hassle, and that can get an audience. Like your work gets an audience, and it's just, how do you compete against robots, bro? How do you compete against that? So outlet
You
crews,
just
you
you
know.
just continue to be you. You let the God in you shine through you. You
You
know what I
bro,
mean?
and it's
Like
an energy you can't stop. So the outlet, all right, sometimes you need to unplug from that other source of bullshit there, and you need to tap into this outlet and get this energy, because everything that I'm ever going to do is, commercial free, ad free, owned and operated, and revenue shared with artists. You know what I'm saying? Independent, fully, like direct to consumer
facts.
in every way that we can, as international as we can make it and as accessible. Like I don't, some people stream at the highest bit rate, that very high bit rate of audio. Well, I choose not to do that because the homies in Brazil have to pay for their data. And I know this because they've told me. And
Hmm.
I don't want to be that greedy for their sake. You feel me? So but yeah, so with that being said, like that's really the ethos of what we do, is why you're here, beyond just being a member of Eclectic City. And yeah, man, outletcrew.com for anybody who just hears this on YouTube or on the other outlets I'll have this shit on. Uh, let's get into some fun shit, bro. I want to talk more about Inceptions because I be listening to your. He's the bro's got an instrumental album called Inceptions, right? It's 40 something tracks on that one, but you
Yeah,
said you
44.
right
We
44
got we got more. We got more coming out for the deluxe, but I'm still working on the deluxe package.
word.
Um, we wanted to have the deluxe to come out on vinyls, but since vinyl, you know how vinyl is, like vinyl pressing, there's
Mm-hmm.
only like so much data I can put on there, so I'm not gonna be able to put like in order for me to come out with the Inceptions vinyl pack, bro, like it'll be mad expensive,
Oh,
like
one
for the consumer to
hundred
buy.
percent. Yeah.
Like, like let alone just like for me, like, cause I'm only an independent. It's not like I got a major machine behind me. Like we are a major independent machine, but I would we don't have like Interscope,
Right.
you know, type of budget
Budgets.
behind it. So
Exactly. Yeah.
um
Well, and plus, bro, and
that's
plus,
what I'm working with.
what people forget about vinyl storage, you have to store it, and if you lay on it too long, it warps, and then it's useless. So you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Most of the kids, I feel like nowadays, and most people, I feel like why vinyl. It's not that it's came back because vinyl's been here for since like vinyl was going strong and back in 2012, bro.
Yeah, 100.
Like I
percent
remember, so but like I feel like the reason why it's like so strong now is became like such a novelty. It's like because of that nostalgia, and then like, but what I see too, like also I feel like they're like damn near like art pieces, bro. Like people just like literally just have it like inside their room, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like certain
100.
people
percent
like
Yeah.
they don't even be listening to the actual vinyl pieces, but they just got it just to support the artist and just to you know what I
Oh,
mean.
bro,
So
I've worked at record shops. Mad artists do different variants of the vinyl on purpose, like because people who collect vinyl, they're getting a piece of visual art plus the audio capacities of it. You know what I'm saying? So, 100.
yeah,
percent
facts, facts. Shout out to Rap Shorty, bro. I believe she just came out with a dope ass vinyl set like with the deluxe, and I think like and it's kind of like a similar idea of how I wanted to do things, but like it's like where you buy the deluxe, like it's like only those tracks are like on that deluxe album. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like for
Mm-hmm.
that vinyl, you can't find that anywhere else. So artists are figuring out like a lot of ways on how to market our music to the public and the consumer and to the fan base in a better way for the consumer, you know what I mean, and the fans
Well,
to
yeah, to make that
and
connection with it. Yeah.
just to make that connection, bro. Like, cause it is hard, like you know, it's oversaturated in a certain sense. So,
Well, people are kind of
uh,
like back to the conversation about most of everything being bots online. People are clamoring for something that's like real in some way. So, like, you know,
mhm.
whether it's a piece of vinyl that you can hold in your hand or a t-shirt that you can wear on your body, even something as simple as a sticker, just tangibility, something being able to be held, people just are fiending for that. I mean, me just coming off of Complex Con, bro, like I believe it might have been Alchemist who had something at Mass Appeal where when you buy the merch piece, there were specific versions of the songs that him and I think Hit Boy just did an album, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Dope
I
ass album.
yeah, so I believe that if you bought certain merch, it came with like B-sides, almost like a vinyl. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's
Yeah.
really unique ways to still represent that um digitally. Cause like yeah, having a vinyl is great if you have the budget for somebody to warehouse those for you and print them up and all that. But even on a lower tech ways, man, we're still what Eclectic City outlet crew has been doing, like just formulating things for the past 156 weeks, bro, has been crazy. We're at 156 weeks of this massive plan, and we're moving everybody to Tokyo. You've been to Tokyo,
Yeah.
so tell me like your
Facts.
favorite shit about Tokyo, dog.
Man, what is there not to like about Tokyo, bro? Everything is just beautiful there, man. Like
You got to
I
make
think we had this
music out there,
conversation.
bro. You got yeah. We just talked about how you got to make music out there, which I'm hating on because that must have been dope.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ichiro, bro. Yeah, bro. Like it's just it's beautiful over there. The nature is hitting. the food hits, the air hits, like just everything hits there, bro. It's like it's almost like to me, like Japan to me is like that had to be like the Garden of Eden had to be there or something, bro. Like
Mm.
at one point, like like somewhere,
It
bro.
was
Like
touched by
I
the
haven't
finger of
seen,
God type situation. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
you know
bro.
the
Like
legend. They say that the Japanese lore of how it even became to be was that the gods who built the earth, they dipped a sword, and when you're creating a sword, it's molten silver, right? And so then as you're
right,
pulling it out of the water, some of the metal will drip off. You know, it
right.
kind of like coagulates. And so they say that the islands of Hawaii, the islands of Japan, were the what dripped off of the sword of the great creator.
That's pretty lit, bro.
That's the old Japanese legend. Yeah, yeah. I heard this shit like mad long ago.
That's lit. I've never heard that story before.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that. That's super lit.
Bro,
That reminds me of
I'll
like the
find out
Oni
exactly
gods.
what piece of lore that was. But I heard that like before I even went there as a youngin', because my mom's a flight attendant, and so she would always tell us about these places. Like, and so yeah, dog. And I see that in everything they do. They're so pure. Like when they do stuff with intent. But there's a certain purity out there, bro. It's amazing, and I like that. I
Yeah,
really
it's
do.
no malice behind the things that they do, bro. It's always like a good intention behind it. Like they just being inspired, and I feel like most people like we should take heed to that. Like I'm glad that I'm naturally like that, but I wish like more people were like that,
Mm-hmm.
and all because I'm like, bro, like if we were like if niggas wasn't hating ass niggas out here, bro, like in America at least, because
Yeah.
America like we got like this punk, we still got like this punk aggression thing about us, like you know what I mean, like how like we still because like we're the most badass like country or whatever in the world, like which we are, you know what I mean, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just it
Well,
comes a
they
certain
would say it's
point,
arrogance. In Japan, they would say we got a certain arrogance. That's what they would say. They wouldn't even say,
yeah,
yeah, they like low
they
key.
they call it arrogance, and then we would call it pride. That's
Right,
what it is, bro.
exactly.
So yeah,
But it's that same quality because they're definitely more modest and humble just about how they
yeah,
do most things. But then also, bro, I feel like the people there have a general trust for each other. Like, all right, for example, street racing, right? Out here, you can't let a few people street race because then they wild out and they want to do, intersection takeovers and, they want to start driving up, the wrong lanes of traffic, right?
yeah,
For decades on decades, they've had the Midnight Club and different Yakuza run motor clubs out there that really don't like, yeah, they race in the public space, they race on the highways, but they're not causing a public nuisance. These dudes still go to work and like are public servants in the morning. They're just regular dudes who love cars and they act on it responsibly but recklessly at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But they treat
yeah,
it like it's their like they treat that stuff, bro, like samurai style. Like they are honed in and this is what they do. I'm a car guy. Everything about my personality is a car guy. Like that's what they do.
yeah.
I love
Facts.
that. Like it just dedicate.
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't know what it is, bro, but it's something dope out there. What was the last time that
They
you were there?
amplify everything, bro. They just
Yeah.
amplify fucking just everything, bro. Like positively. Like I told you, like everything they touch, they just make it better, bro. From a simple egg sandwich to
We
you
would
know
go
what
to
I
food
mean?
first. Homie is hungry, huh? No, their food is
Like
that's something people don't talk about, bro. Everybody just thinks it's just sushi. No, 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 no. Like Japan got fire burgers, breakfast
they got
food,
fire everything
everything.
that you
Yeah,
can
real
think
talk.
of.
Real talk.
I'm like, how the hell did y'all do this, bro? They even got soul food joints out
Yep.
there, bro.
You
Like
sure do. Soul brother.
and they taste like home. They get like it's shit crazy. It'll taste like some. It'll taste
Well,
like
or
home, bro.
yeah,
Like
like they use their spices to like imitate ours a little bit, but it hits different. And I
yeah,
don't know. I just like it out there, man. Asia is really dope. And so like the whole thing with Japan being so inspired by them, um, that like that streetcar culture was always my thing. What was like your favorite subculture? Because you know they got like the Harajuku girl, they got like the cyber boys, like that, you know, that super cyber look. There's all these different subcultures. What was like your favorite one out there, bro?
Favorite subculture? That's a good question, bro. I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm into like mobster type shit. So like seeing the Yakuza for the first time when I was in, it was in northern Japan, Okinawa. They were up there in like 2012, and there were certain spots that we couldn't go like during that time,
Hell
and
no,
they would
you
have
couldn't.
like,
If Yakuza's outside, hell no, you had rules.
yeah, I mean, but like they wasn't like you get like so the Yakuza during that time, I could definitely say like it definitely wasn't like how they described it to us.
Mm.
Like they were still like that, like no lie, but you could tell that like the power that the Yakuza had was starting to lose grip, like during
Oh,
that time
word,
out
word.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can tell like during that time. So like that's what we were like pretty much seeing was pretty much it just like further collapse even further. And then probably the second sub genre, I probably got to say definitely the Jamaican subculture that they have there is crazy, bro.
Oh, I'm
Like
not even hip. Tell me about it, bro. I don't even know about it.
man, like so like the Japanese Jamaican subculture down there is crazy. It's like damn near like you're like it's like you're visiting Jamaica for the first time or something, bro. Like the
What?
club scene, the party scene, bro, like it'd be crazy, bro. Like
Okay.
crazy. I'm talking about it goes on. The clubs just be fucking packed to be the shit remind me of like that Benny Man fucking
Oh yeah, the girls, them
vibe, like
sugar. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Just
Like
pat wall to
where the
wall.
club is just fucking
Yeah.
packed wall to wall and it's just sweating and it's just fucking badass fucking females and just money and shit everywhere and like
Was that in Tokyo? What part?
niggas with
Do you know what part of the city that
yeah.
was?
So I was in Yokosuka in like Yoka Yokohama, which is technically Tokyo too, but like
Right.
everybody never counts Yokohama for Tokyo for some
Because
reason.
is isn't it like it's either separated by a bay? I forget the geography of it, but yeah, like there's a bay or something that separates Yokohama, right, from everything else a little
Yeah,
bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, so it's crazy when I went to clubs too, but I was definitely in a different part. I wish I knew what part of Tokyo I was in. It was like it was before 2010, and it was crazy because the club we had Yakuza too, but they were running around like they were very much in effect, like they had it on lock. And there's just certain stuff you were not supposed to do, especially as a foreigner. So I was like told like, yo, this that. We go to this club. That one was okay. It was like in a shopping district a little bit, but then we heard about another one called the Truck. I talked about it in another different world building session, but the club was fire, and the girl there that I ended up dancing with, who spoke English, was the girlfriend of a Yakuza dude. So as soon as that information got to us, we got the fuck up out there because it wasn't like he reacted then, but I don't know how much offense he took to the fact that I had danced with her, you know.
facts,
So we
bro.
just got up out of there before we knew for sure how mad he might have been. But it wasn't even my fault,
Oh,
bro. She spoke English. She was Puerto Rican and Japanese from LA, but living in Japan. What am I gonna say to that? And she didn't tell me she had no man
yeah,
there, bro. So
yeah, that was a trap.
that
That
was
was
a,
a
a
trap waiting
week,
to
bro.
happen.
Japanese and Puerto Rican, bruh, man,
Trap,
bruh.
bro.
But like you
Yeah, it
said,
was.
it's just a culture, bro. They got those subcultures. I didn't even know about the Japanese Jamaican. I gotta see. That's something I gotta look into because I bet you they go crazy. I can imagine, man, how much they love
Man, when I
Japanese
say those
people.
parties go crazy, bro, them parties go crazy.
Well, because
I shit.
both people
I,
dance like crazy. Japanese people dance their heart out, and so do Jamaicans, right? So if they're vibing off of them vibes, then yeah, they going hard for sure. Well, I was surprised about, man, when I was in Argentina, there's A
Shout out
lot.
to Rio King, bro. That's my brother too. Shout out to Rio King, man. That's my brother out there
Oh, in Japan?
in Japan.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
man.
You got
Like
another homie over in Japan. I thought you had told me. Because you shouted him out
yeah,
on the track, actually.
Ichiro. That's the
Ichiro. Okay,
first
word.
person I shout
Yes.
out.
Yeah. Ichiro,
Yeah,
you're a beast.
Ichiro,
You're a beast,
real
Ichiro.
king, bro. Yes, he is, bro.
I've
He's
heard.
amazing.
I'm probably gonna play after we do this world building, bro. Like, if you listen to outletcrew.com, I'm gonna play Ichiro stuff probably after this, because one of my favorite joints on the Quan Pharaohz playlist is you and Ichiro. I forget the name of the song because y'all put wild ass names, but
Oh,
it's
that's me and Rain. So the stuff with me and MCA, that's me and Rain. The reason why it's called MCA is because it's Master Chief and the Arbiter. I'm the Arbiter. He's the Master Chief. Like, cause we're big Halo fans and shit. Like a lot of niggas don't know that. Like it's like
that's what I
nerd geek
thought you were
culture and
talking
shit
about.
again. But
Or
yeah,
well, no,
so we
because
kind of
yeah,
like took the lore
MCA.
from that shit and
That one is
turned it
Master Chief and
into.
Orbiter. So is everything on Quan Pharaoh's playlist Master Chief and Arbiter on QP one?
No, the
Right.
QP playlist is like a compilation of just like my favorite things that I still listen to this very day, bro.
Yeah,
Like
you got an
damn near every
Ichiro
day.
joint on there, bro. Like later on, in not the first track, but later on in playlist one, you got a joint with Ichiro because you shout him out on or he might just be in a shout out. You might just be shouting him
That's
out.
on the that's the rant. That's the
The
rant.
rant, that is the rant. You are
That's on
absolutely right. It's the rant.
that's 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 off a Ford album. That's off a Ford album. We did but shit, I did a lot of tracks with Ichiro, like because like I said I did that one with him, The Rent. I did Paper Trail, but Paper Trail, like I said, was done in like multiple locations. Like I
Mm,
first did it in the Philippines and then in the Manila, Philippines, but then like I didn't really like the way that shit sounded. And so I went back to I was already living in Japan during that time, but I was just like just traveling around. Went back to Japan and tried to fix it there with Ichiro, and whatever that product I made there, that was like the final product of it, which ended up making the album. And then what else did we make together?
no, you know what
Rings.
though? You're it is the rant that I'm thinking of. You're 100% correct because you shout him out at the end, and I've remixed that now twice. I remixed the rant twice. That's
Yep.
actually one of my
Nah,
favorite joints.
you've remixed it like 3 times, bro.
Yeah, I put that bitch on every. Bro, I made every type. You got a wedding, I got a version of the rant for it. You just had my mitzvah, I got a rant for you, cuz like anything. I made every version. That's one of my favorite joints, bro. It's very lyrically dense, with a lot of different levels of punchlines that I enjoy. Cause some are funny punchlines, some are like dead ass serious, and some are like you gotta know about you. Like you make very personal references in that one. That's one of my favorite tracks of yours, bro. And so
Thank
that's
you, bro.
crazy. See, that's you're shedding more light. I didn't realize it was such a like journey to make some of that shit where you were making them joints in more than one country. You even told me last night you got projects that are still over in Japan for when you go back.
Yeah, bro. Like I got like tracks that are like waiting for me, like
Oh
pretty
shit.
much for this instance, like for me to go back and like pretty much start rearranging again, like really dive into them, and I can put them. The plan is to put them on these next albums that are either coming out, or I can just push them onto like a tape or whatever. You know what I mean? Because my thing is like whatever sonically fits the album diaspora. You know what I mean? In the
Mm,
best way possible. I'm not just gonna just throw something on there just to throw shit on there. Like it's like oh like I gotta have 8 tracks like and I'm just gonna throw like this shit on it. Like I'm not like that. Like everything's like very intentional.
yeah.
For sure with everything that I do for sure, bro.
I feel like so people who haven't even heard your music yet, who might just found the show on YouTube, like go over outletcrew.com. I'll even put a separate link just for Quan's his playlists because he has different playlists on Audius and whatnot. But like it's funny because I played one of your joints to somebody the other day and all he listens to is like Babyface Ray and like Fat Rat, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but you had some Texas ass shit that people would never know. Like we talk about Inceptions being a beautiful instrumental journey. Like I put that on when I'm creating and writing and shit like that. Like that's like jazz to me almost in some ways, right? But then you have like
Appreciate you, bro.
dirty ass, Houston ass, hood ass. Like I'm from Chicago. That's drive by music. Some of the shit that you make. So you also have that. And then you got like your very insightful, godly, you know, very like you. It's like your personality comes through in a lot of them. So like you being eclectic, is that from your traveling so much, bro? Or is that just, like how where's that come? How do you do so much of that different flavors and then figure out where to put them too? Like that's crazy.
Honestly, bro, yeah, I think it has something to do with all the traveling, all the cultures that I was exposed to from being young. Cause like I said, my dad, he was military too, and so with hopping around different states and stuff, and meeting all these different kids and different cultures and stuff, I think that had a huge impact on me. And then also, yeah, just like how you said, like traveling. As I got older, traveling pretty much I got to travel the world like a little bit over 6 times, bro, like literally. So um seeing so much culture, seeing so much things happen in the world, seeing so many different people and organizations and disorganizations and
Mm-hmm.
seeing prosperity, and seeing like different types of wealth and poverties and things like that. Like
Yeah.
it
Like
gives you a
values,
different
like
perspective.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
it humbles you, for sure. Cause shit, I'm still humble because it's like, bro, like some of the places that I've been, like they look like like a bomb, like because the bomb did hit them. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. Like we take that shit for granted that we even have the electricity to do this conversation, right? Like,
yeah, bro. Like we take a lot of things for granted,
mm-hmm.
like in America. So that's why I'm like, yeah, like this is still the greatest country in the world, bro. But like we are some fuck ups.
Nah,
We
at
are some
times
fuck
we
ups,
are,
bro.
and it makes it genuine. Like when I was at Complex Con, bro, the homie who was setting up the billion. Oh man, I almost want to look up his name. He'll never hear this anyway, but shout out to bro. He'll send up the Billionaire Boys ice cream and the Saucony. He designed the exhibits at Complex Con for all three. Those are big names. Saucony, Billionaire Boys Club, ice cream, right? He's from Sudan. And I think he said he's only been here 3 years. And he's like
Damn.
he's like the second I got to the United States, I started working. I started appreciating every breath because he's like, y'all don't know, y'all don't even have a concept of what it's like over there. Like he's like the poorest shit that you can imagine. It's three times worse than that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he was really
yeah.
laying it out to me. He's like, he's thankful for every step that he gets to take over here and actually do his dreams because these were the same dreams that him and his friends had over there. And until you make that leap of faith to actually to leave from an uncomfortable situation, you'll never reach your dreams. And so, bro is just preaching that to me. Like
Facts, bro.
it's really like it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about, bro. So, in bet to other question, the second part of that question, when you get all this different inspiration, right, and like you have these different sounds. How do you kind of like, I guess, discipline yourself to keep them in? All right, I'm gonna keep this one in this box and wait till I got a like. How do you know when you're into a whole pocket of a sound? How do you know when that's its own pocket versus just a style?
So for me, like that's a really great question too, bro. So for me, the best way I can kind of like answer this question, I started off very young having like a digital vault, should I say? Like you
Mm.
know how niggas they used to go crate digging, like
Mm-hmm.
in real
Mm-hmm.
life,
Right, right.
like and get like the samples and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I have so much stuff like on my YouTube still, like because I that's where I get all my like that's not where I get all my sample stuff. but like I'll say about like 98%
Mm-hmm.
like of the stuff that I sample like is on my YouTube. It's like a private YouTube playlist,
Mm-hmm.
but that playlist is nothing. It's a I call it a digital. It's a digital vault, like because that's literally what it was. And I was doing that shit before like it got like I was converting the MP3 converter and all that shit. Like I knew how to do all that shit.
Like that MF
Like
Doom shit, where
way
MF Doom would have like old cartoon samples in his shit. So you would find,
exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. Like when I shit, by the time when I figured out it was pretty much like 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I got the MPC for the first time in my life, that truly gave me like the maximum power that I could ever have like musically that I could ever dream of because it's nerdy conversation again, but like I was like literally able to manipulate the music exactly the way I had it inside of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's even fucking better. Like majority of this stuff sometimes even came out better than what I'll have inside my head because I would just find different. I have so much things. I hoard so many shit. Like when it comes to sound, I'm a sound hoarder. I'm a sound hoarder, bro. Like I have so like I got 16,000. Like my sounds alone, I got
Mm-hmm.
16,000 sounds, bro.
But
Like
do you
from just like
organize? So
my
so
package.
when you put them in this vault, are you just throwing them in there and then like, or are you
Yeah, pretty
organizing it?
much.
Are you organizing
Pretty
it as
much.
you're putting them in there?
It's organized, but it's organized from my manner because I remember the year like
Oh,
pretty much.
word,
So it's like
right.
I would have to remember like oh I remember I listened to this sample during this year, so I'll be like I have to go back to 2011, like
Mm-hmm.
pretty much and scroll all the way down like and like I'm getting older, so my memory does get is getting worse, but it's still not as like for some reason my
Oh,
musical
all creators
ability
are like that.
to
My dad's 70, bro. You can ask him anything about any record, he'll remember that, but he will not remember like my uh like the day I graduated that he was there. Like shit that like he would remember. He don't remember that. But anything with music, he's on it. So I know exactly what you're to say less. But so it's interesting. So you kind of like it's like you timestamp it in your head. You throw it all into this closet, right? And then at any time you could turn on that light in that closet and you're like, okay, that's my 2015 rack. Okay, that's my
yep
2010 rack. And kind
yep
of, oh wow. I always, you know me, bro. Like I love being around. All I know is being around creators and creatives, but it's always so unique. Everybody has their own different. And I'm sure that's not like the end of your process. But everybody has their own like process, and it for somebody who does so much as you do, it's interesting. I want
My
to jump.
process was funny too back then. I used to have a ritual.
Oh,
It's
for
not like
just
a
for
little.
music. Let me guess.
It's
Just for music, you had like a crazy ritual, right?
it's not like literally a ritual, but it might as well have been a ritual, bro. I used to have. That's why there's a picture of me on Instagram, bro. Like I believe that like that's pretty. You pretty much get to see the ritual where there's a Red Bull can. Like I have like two Red Bull cans.
Right.
And I have like two Snickers or like three Snicker bars, bro. That's the ritual,
That
bro.
is
And
a
then I'm ready,
ritual.
like
That is a
I'm
ritual,
ready to
bro.
go, ready to go, bro. Like I can produce all my.
Even an engineer, bro. I was an engineer for a long time. I had an engineer ritual. I think everybody in the creative part, because the dudes like what I the dudes
Shout out to
back.
Red Bull.
Yeah, shout out to Red Bull, shout out to Monster Energy Drink. Because I think those are just synonymous with studios. Because what happens then, they become ashtrays. On God, everybody knows the first Red Bull that's finished becomes an ashtray, or the first Monster Energy drink. Real ones know, bro. So
Facts,
that's mad
facts.
funny. But all right, so on to all these different things. You kind of you got your process with that. You have so much different inspiration. But then, like, you're talking about things you're doing with the Renee Museum that are more visual. You have your inspirations with that. But then I know more of your apparel designs. Like, I know obviously your music first off, but I've seen because we've had such a good relationship for years, bro. You shot me over drafts of stuff, and like we shot over ideas. Um, and like really unique shit, man. Like those shoes that you made, I've shown them to 3 different people, um, like in manufacturing, and they're like, those are really unique. And like the shoes that you've already put out, I think are very dope. They're, you're working within the confounds of what you can do with that manufacturer. Like, when did you start realizing you even knew how to do apparel, bro?
Shit, man, you fucking killing it with these questions, nigga. Uh,
I used to interview my G. Like, I did. I told you I done all this, bro.
oh snap! Like these questions is really good. They're really great questions, bro. 2000 and 2000 and 2012, I think 2012, 2011, somewhere around there. Shout out to my homie. I think we brought him up maybe like first episode or so. But shout out to Gino DeSante, um, and my nigga Rodney Saunders, bro. Out there in Cali, when we made a Kenny and Quasars together, a clothing company. That was like around the time when Popular Brand was coming out, Diamond was
Going
coming out
crazy.
big.
Yeah, I remember that era.
Uh,
That pocket 2010 to 2015. That was such a era in streetwear, bro.
and bro, it was a. I feel like that's like maybe like the second golden era of streetwear. Like honestly,
I do too. And you know what? We are validated, my boy, because guess you know who I was just talking to. I mentioned this to a few of the big dudes, and they literally feel the same way. So we are not
that's
wrong.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, definitely around that era because I was just designing. I was already like painting and drawing shit like on my own, like doing my own shit. Like I pretty much had like I think I had like my Jackie Chan painting and with the John Michelle Basquiat like newspaper painting shit that I had did. It was
Mm.
it's like one of my favorite things that I've done because that was like my first thing, and I just did it just because I wanted to just do it. Like I was inspired and
Hmm.
not really having like no reason. Like I didn't think that I would be able to get any monetary value or any recognition or anything on like at all about it. Like really, I was just doing it just like to do it, like because I just wanted to do it.
That's
And
sometimes the best reason to do something, bro. For real.
but that's what it amazes me because I'm like, with all the things that I made, like and was making during that time, like I didn't really have a reason for it. Like I just wanted to do it,
Mm.
and it ended up being just like it ended up making me like this big portfolio of things. But skipping ahead from the story to go ahead and answer that question all the way thoroughly, definitely like 2012, bro. Like messing with Gino DeSante um, team and Rodney Sanders when they brought me in as the lead graphic designer for Kenny and Quasars for sure. It was like during that time because we were selling out. We had a Hype Beast was like just the beginning of a thing. Karma Loop was big back then,
Karma
bro. Like
Louvre. Oh my God. Yeah.
yeah, like this was like the era. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it was the
Yes.
best time to be a creator in my opinion. Like because it wasn't like really no oversaturation of things yet. This is like we thought it was oversaturated back then. Like when things started to pop off, even with us. Like
But
when
still, you had.
we were
I
selling
feel
out,
you
but
had to go
not
discover
even close,
stuff.
bro.
I feel like back then you had to
Yeah,
go
no.
discover stuff, and now it's like thrown in front of you. So when you had to go discover stuff, I don't know. There's some value to that, bro. And were you on the
Yeah.
West Coast then? So these are the years you're talking about when you were in Cali, huh?
Yeah, I was in San Diego during that time. And we
Got
used to
you.
do fashion shows. We even went to the Magic Show, I believe, like
Okay.
um 2013. It might even been 2012 because like I said, Kenny and Quasars, like we popped off like way faster than expected. It sucks that we didn't continue on the momentum that we had, to be honest. Because like I said, like I never seen anything like that to this very day, to be honest. Like even with my clothing, like I'm talking about like the first like week where like we're selling out of our stuff. Like and I'm talking about like we're back then we used to like order the stock. It wasn't
Right.
like
Order the
they
blanks.
had
Yeah.
drop
Right. Right. Right.
yeah, they had the drop shipping and stuff back then, but like we didn't do the drop shipping. Like we did, shit like the old school way, and if anything, like a little bit better than what independent creators was doing back then, because like we had like our own tagging system. Like we had our, like our own people that like did our tagging for us,
Oh,
and
I know
then
what
like
you're
we
talking
had our
about.
own people
Yep.
that did like our embroidery and like our screen printing and direct to transfer and stuff too. So it was a real nice time, bro, during that time.
That's
Creating all that
ill.
stuff. I used to create like designs, like 100 designs like a week, like no lie. Like when I used to like design for them.
That's dope. And were they escape? Was it? I mean, obviously it was streetwear, but like, what? I'll skip to the question I want to ask. Like, what's your favorite thing that you like designing or like creating out of everything that you do? Like, because you do your own visuals, you do your own music, you do the fashion. That's the question I was gonna get to. Is like, out of everything that you do, what do you like doing the most?
Everything, definitely music. Like definitely like uh, I would like to produce more than anything. I feel like in my life, like I'm definitely like more like I'm a producer's producer. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I love everything about production. If I could wake up and do that shit every day, for a living, I definitely would. You know what I mean? And technically I do in a sense, but I do so many other things. There's
Right.
so many other things that end up, bringing me income to help, me pay the bills for, me and my fam.
Right,
So
right. It's not like you
um
wish you could just wake up, get out of bed, make music for 8 hours, and that's the rent paid type situation.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, and nothing's impossible at all. And it's like it's beautiful that you have so many other outlets because, bro, like, you're what you do with the museum can open up avenues musically. What you do with your merch could be, obviously we're working on a few things to like use your merch to kind of to create new merch that will amplify the music or direct people to the music. But
Facts.
yeah, bro,
Yeah,
like
and we got on
it's
the
about to be a good
Zeitgeist.
year.
It's gonna be a great big year, bro. We got the Zeitgeist Zeitgeist Productions dot myshopify.com store is down right now for maintenance still, because I'm trying to convert it to not trying to, like we're in the middle of converting it like pretty much into a .com, and then
Oh,
I'm
word.
also updating like
Oh, bro, get with me
the
on that. So my first business is just a web hosting business. So get with me on that if y'all run into any issues, bro. I know web hosting like too well. So
got you. Yeah, it's like it's through Shopify shit, so it shouldn't have no problem. Like it should be an easy integration. I just gotta edit all the rest of the clothing, like go through, because there's certain clothing on there where like I'll look at like some of the font text I had like to describe the clothing, and I didn't like. I feel like I can like make it better, so that's what I'm working on with right now. Just like the simple maintenance things, and then yeah, that's pretty much about it, bro. Like when it comes to the clothing, uh, like you said, we got a lot of stuff coming out. The final thing for Zeitgeist, besides the water, for season one is gonna definitely be the pants. Like when you see the pants come out, uh,
what are they
like the
like track? Are they like
H2,
track pants? What kind of pants y'all running?
they're gonna be waterproof pants. They look like construction pants, but like
Oh, but they're the
and
waterproof
they can
texture.
be
That's
that.
what's up.
Yeah.
I'm
So
with that,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Yeah, but like the way that I'm doing it, like it's gonna be really sick, bro. Nobody's done this shit the way that I'm about to do it, and that's gonna be like the last piece that I put inside the Zeitgeist season one, and then Zeitgeist season two is when we'll be working with more 3D printed stuff. You'll see like a little bit more water designs, but pretty much around. I'm gonna be along the same context or like the same visuals damn near as the first season. We're just gonna change up like a little bit of things, because the thing about the Zeitgeist brand, like majority of that stuff is limited, but not all the stuff is limited on there. So from season one,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just like people just gotta scope out um, what they can from it. That's also what I'm working on too, is the shipping, getting the shipping down from 3 week period max, and then trying to get to just day to day shipping. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. So you don't
So
have to wait for the pickups. Just yeah, yeah. I don't know
yeah,
too much about bro. Shipping is always a pain, but literally that's it's a roadblock. And hopefully, like I really do think that some of the newer designs that you have, I might have a guy. I think we talked about. I have a guy who can help us with some of the trials for it. But you're on your trends because like the parachute and waterproof stuff. I've seen a lot of brands kind of messing with that lately. And it's a very dope look. I even saw a guy, bro, homie had a 3D printed. I don't know what fabric this was, bro. It's kind of like a foam. It was 3D printed like a robe, like Jesus. Like he was walking around like 3D printed Jesus. Um,
that's pretty dope.
Timberland was up there 3D printing Timberlands. They had 3D printed Timberlands up at Complex Con. They were $200, but they were fire because it was all like the laces were like they were melted into them because it's all it's 3D printed as one piece, but you could wear them.
Yeah, that shit sounds sick as fuck. That's
Yeah,
right up my alley right there with the Tims, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I was blown away because the first few people I seen wearing them, I'm like, those look soft, those look like cozy. They're like spongy. And I was like, yo, what are those? Homeboy's like, yeah, those 3D printed Tims over at aisle I-30 or wherever they were. I went over and saw it for myself. I was like, that shit is crazy. So it's definitely a wild time for all of tech and music. Complex Con is the big music and fashion thing, but this year what was so interesting was how much tech was there, because tech is integrating into music and fashion more than people kind of realize, bro. I
Yeah,
The next few years, your clothes are gonna have different taggings and abilities, kind of like the attributes you load on a video game. Like a certain shirt might get you express entry at a event. That's kind of the
facts.
way they're trying to move towards things. So just stay aware of that shit, bro. Man, I
That's
can't wait for.
that's that's where I come from though too, bro. I come from that cloth, bro. I come from that marathon cloth.
Yeah.
Um, like I've been with, I've been seeing what they did, bro. Chance is doing the same thing. Shout out to Chance the rapper, with his merch and stuff, where you can hit the tag or whatever like that, and then it brings you to the website, or it unlocks something. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same type of cases, bro. So yeah, that's the next biggest venture that I'm working on too. That I haven't let nobody know but you. Like I said, that was the artist coins
Oh
with
yeah, yeah. Don't
Audius.
don't don't talk about it yet because we don't even want anybody taking that idea. No, do not.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and
facts, facts.
and
All
that's and
right.
because that's also just a new feature. Like a lot of people don't even know about that ability. So yeah, let's keep that on the low low.
Jeez.
For real. Like I was looking at it myself when they were talking, because I read audiences like little newsletters and stuff, and I see the stuff they be talking about. I'm like, I pray I'm the only one who's really paying attention, because some of this stuff. Shout out to audience. I really do think I was very skeptical for the first 2 years, but it seems they are trying to do the right thing for the ecosystem of creators without getting in too much industry trouble. I thought they were trying to say fuck you to the industry, but they are trying to play within the bounds, and I like that's kind of dope. I gotta
Yeah,
salute them for
bro.
that. Yeah, word, bro. I mean, I always love talking to you, bro. Like we hit that hour. I dead ass. Like I know that we could probably go on for 3 more, but we said we're gonna try to keep this one short, bro. But
Facts, facts.
tell people again about like your show that's coming up and like where the best spot to what I'm saying, to get up.
Oh yeah, check us out at San Antonio, bro. I'm in San Antonio. We're gonna be at the Paper Tigers on November 7th. I believe that Los Pharaohs is we're gonna be put on at like 12:05 or 12 a.m. or something like that. I know the ticket says like 11:50 or something like that, but we'll be on like a little bit later than that, I believe. So just check us out there during that time. My stuff will be back on all platforms. I'm just working some things out with TuneCore, which is my distributor. Um, all I gotta do is like just pretty much set my agents up, and we can get everything back on all platforms. But I'm being strategic with it, because I'm studying what Spotify is doing. So You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I kind of like not having my stuff on Spotify at least right now. Everybody else is cool, but for the most part, but
Well, I hate
I kind of
Spotify.
like.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I
I'm not liking the way that Spotify's treating. I haven't liked the way that Spotify treated artists, like to be honest. So
No, it's ugly these days. And what I
it's pretty
think.
much what you was just talking about. Like the tech is becoming, more integrated inside of
Oh yeah, these
the
music.
culture.
Yeah, dude, the music industry. All the music companies left. All right, before the last thing, because we want to start this conversation. The last industries left, or the last record companies are left right now. There used to be like 9, right, when I was a kid. Then they're turned
Yeah,
to like 5, by the 2000s. Now there's Sony, Universal, and Warner. And what people don't even realize is those are all tech companies, bro. Universal owns Comcast, a tech company. Sony is Sony, a tech company. And Warner Brothers they're trying to own HBO and like a lot of the, I guess, back end of the like motion picture to video, because that's what HBO was different, because they were like a separate segment of the film industry. But now Warner Brothers is
right.
trying to own them so they can become the biggest like streaming tech to beat Netflix out or to acquire Netflix. So it's tricky these days. And direct to consumer, if nothing else, if people, you want to hear some Quan Pharaohz, outletcrew.com. We will have a Quan Pharaohz show coming up called the QP Playlist. It'll be a kind of like dual reality, it's an augmented reality experience. It's a radio station that's going to be an experience in our video series, but you can also experience it in your real life. It's going to be featuring Quan Pharaohz. And then also very soon on outletcrew.com, we'll have a Quan Pharaohz button for all the direct to consumer stuff we got coming up for people, bro. That way we ain't got to worry about these distributors no more.
Facts, bro. I mean, I'm about to. Like I said, I got one distributor I'm looking at right now. They're an independent distributor. So we're probably gonna go with them. But like I said, we still looking, bro.
For sure.
Um, but yeah, that's pretty much about it. You can check me out on Audius too. Definitely check me out all my stuff on Audius. We just dropped the Ford album from $10 to $1. Um, so that's like way better than where it was before. The physical copy still at $100 though, for the CD.
For
And then
sure.
and you'll be able to get that on the zeitgeist.com, which is coming back on pretty soon.
All the links for everything will be down there. Appreciate y'all listening. And I will probably throw some gameplay behind this. So if y'all want more gameplay, let me know in the comments. But yeah, peace out.
Peace out.
Quan, you are